Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to episode 3, WebWithWes. Today we have Chris Huber and Heather Hooper, two returning guests from last episode. You might remember Chris as the WordPress wizard who's been innovating with OpenClaw, Claude code, creating custom WordPress themes, plugins, infrastructure deployment, his Homeboy CLI package written in Rust. And we've got Heather Hooper. She's a creative director with a background in branding, design, and aesthetic meme creation. Two great perspectives. Today, we're going to talk about a few topics on the agenda: how AI agents are changing how we interface with technology, design, aesthetics, trends, AI and digital marketing, and deplatforming from big tech companies. Excited to get into this. Let's start it off. We're going to actually flip the script and start with Heather to talk about her projects that we've heard about last episode. What design aesthetics are going to be big in 2026? What trends for branding and marketing and AI and digital marketing we're looking at? Heather, what's up? How's it going?
Hey Wes, it's going. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to talk about some projects I've been working on since our last conversation.
Sweet. Yeah, I know you've been cooking ever since. Before you didn't even have Claude code set up, and
Yeah.
now it seems that you and Claude have been doing some stuff.
Oh yeah, we've been caramelizing, as Claude likes to say.
Yeah, I
But
love all
yeah,
those little Claude things at the bottom.
yeah, for sure. Well, like at first, I was just doing Claude and I started with a small artifact, which was the brand essence quiz. And I essentially made that as a quiz that people could take that asked meaningful questions so that they could figure out their brand's aesthetic. And then the quiz would give you different kind of answers based on what you chose. And it would give more of like a mood board feel of like your colors, your taste, and all of this. And so that was the first thing that I made. And then I went to something a little bit more complex, which was commonplace.
Sorry,
And
can I interrupt you
yeah,
before you go to commonplace? Was the
yeah, for
first
sure.
one that was like the brand archetype
Yeah,
personality,
it
right?
was.
So that's
Yes.
interesting. Chris, I don't know if you tried it out, but I tried it out and I got the architect, I think, was my brand
Mm-hmm.
archetype. And so it like categorizes you into like a personality type and then associates that personality type with like a certain schema of like brand colors or
Oh, nice.
tones that would like fit that kind of personality. So that's pretty
And that was all
interesting.
Yeah.
predefined. Like, if they choose, like, was it or was it generated based on like chat interface or like a quiz where you select multiple choice and then by the end there's like 10 possible options or whatever.
Yeah, so the quiz uses like 15 thoughtfully designed questions, and Claude helped me structure the logic that mapped the responses into 6 brand archetypes. And so basically, they would have about four different types of answers to choose from, and then from those answers, it would branch you into what archetype would fit you best.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's gonna be like that. Something like that would be useful for someone who's like starting out a project and they don't know like how. Like I'm with this podcast. I'm like, how do I brand this? Like, what? There's so many possibilities. It's like, what do I use for a logo? What's my color scheme? I don't really know. I didn't even put myself in to the quiz. I put the company that I wanted to do, like what I thought the personality of the company was, and that like generated the stuff. So I was like, okay, yeah, I like that as like a tool. I think people could find that useful.
What if you put an AI into that and you don't have 6 predefined archetypes? You have the archetypes be completely dynamic. Wouldn't that be crazy?
No, absolutely. That's the thing. It's like it could be built out so much more and so much more like categorized to where it really, really fits your aesthetic, especially with AI and the algorithms. Like that would be a really cool way to generate the responses and get like a even deeper response that really kind of connects with that person versus those standard archetypes that are set.
Do you have a link to
Yeah.
that, Heather? I think you do, right?
Yeah, I
The
sent it
URL?
to you. But another thing while you're looking for that, I always try to think of like whenever I'm making this, how can this, we've talked about this earlier, Wes, like how can other people take this kind of layout and make it their own? But then also, I used it as something to help me in my personal branding business because at the end of the test, it has a PDF like where you can download it and then you can book a free discovery call with me. And so then that kind of segues into people taking the test, getting to learn about their personality, and then go from there, booking an appointment so we can talk deeper and further. So it's kind of like a client connection piece and just making my services more valuable.
What software is that?
Okay.
Is that on your website?
No, it was,
What app?
but I do want to connect it to my website essentially as I finish that up. I have too many things on the burners.
Oh yeah, this
Wait,
could
hold on. Let's
absolutely be
restart
on
this. I
your.
want to do this with like an intention. So, okay, what are
Okay.
what's our brand, guys? What are we doing here? Can we just sell French fries to people?
Yeah, we're a French fry service.
Oh, you want to walk through it as if you're a business. I understand.
We're going to serve the best French fries ever.
So we're going to
Whose
elevate.
screen am I seeing? Wes's?
What are we actively resisting in our industry?
The hustle.
The hustle of making French fries, or
It's it's a hard knock life out there. Yeah.
okay. I would like to do a step back in this, by the way. I would like to be able to change my mind.
Oh yeah, that's
About previous answers.
Sorry. No, you're
I'm
locked
just
in. You
saying
have to
as you
really. No, this is pens, not pencils here. It's permanent.
this could be a Gutenberg block.
WordPress guy over here.
Dude, I know. I'm like looking at this, thinking we can put this on a WordPress website and customize it in the freaking browser.
When someone works with you, what shifts them?
When they buy our French fries, they discover belonging. Obviously.
Of course.
Hell yeah, I love that. All right.
We love the community.
What do you understand about the work that others find in your field miss? That others in your
Timing
field
is
miss. What
everything.
do you understand about your work that others miss?
Timing.
Simplicity.
I'm all about the
Sure.
timing.
When someone encounters your brand, what energy do they feel first?
Permission to eat.
They can be themselves and eat. What
Yeah.
unspoken promises are you making to your audience? Chris, you take this one.
Deliver excellence.
How should your presence feel on social platforms?
Well, we're selling French
Wanna be a-
fries. We have to be in the mix.
Yeah,
Cause
so
Yeah, I'm
ongoing
sure.
conversation. What feeling do you actively want to avoid creating?
Exclusion.
We're so
What
inclusive.
cultural or creative tradition does your work honor? Can we be rebellion?
Hell
Yeah.
we can.
Hell yeah.
We got gluten-free French fries. That's how inclusive we are.
Love it.
Where does the depth in your work actually come from? Deep study.
Intuition.
Heather, what do you got?
I mean, either one of those I feel like are good. They're very opposite, but yeah, either one. Y'all pick.
You need both of them, I think.
True, that's hard. Too bad we can't select more. But that's what I'm saying. Like it could really
Multi-select would be
be,
good.
yeah, really curated.
Multi-select and then the ability to also go back.
Answers.
Yes. Well, so my second one that we'll get into, like it's more like AI heavy, where it does do a lot more of that. It's just, yeah, I have to do baby steps.
I mean, it's experimental and it's fun, and it's like you don't even have.
It
to.
is.
You can just build something else if you don't like this, you know.
Yeah.
And just playing with the tool it like makes your brain go like meme that you sent to the GIF that you sent with like Homer Simpson's brain like popping out the back of his head.
Yes.
It really is how it feels talking to these freaking things.
I think
Yeah.
it might also be like good to have the context of like the industry and like that the person's trying to target or the company's trying to target too, because it's like
Mhm.
when you're in the food and bev, it's like you want to use the colors that invite hunger, like the red and the yellow.
Yeah.
So it's
No,
like
for sure.
that would also come into play.
Yeah. And I do think like I probably made it a little bit more like specific towards like the people that are kind of really looking for like the brand aesthetics where it's like more like products and girly pop. And so that probably is another reason why. But definitely like if it was to be built out to be super universal and super, inclusive and all of that, it would definitely be nice to have different things loaded in based on the industry and all of that. Such a good point. I will say if you scroll down to the book with me part, don't click that because I need to update my calendarly, whatever it's called, link.
Calendly.
Yeah, I kind of like put it in, but then I needed to update some things. So it's probably
You can
not going to
download a
navigate
PDF
right.
of it. That's pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
I would put that like really big, like download your free PDF and then like 2 call to action buttons. Those are like the biggest. Like you can see this a little bit of a preview, and then right next to it, download your free PDF and book a call with me. Like right
Yeah,
here.
absolutely.
without entering their email.
Yeah, that was another thing that it has suggested so that you could like capture the responses.
Yeah, don't
Because this
give
is,
it away.
yeah, I would never know to scroll down here for sure.
Oh, it should be at the top for sure, but they shouldn't be able to do it without their email address. Then you get
Good
to know
point.
who did it. You know everyone who
Yeah.
used it. And anyone who used it and isn't serious is not going to enter their email address.
No, absolutely. I do think that that's a good point because I do want to add on to this and make it a lot more intense. And so I'm definitely going to take notes because I do want it to be something that I have on my website. And I like to track where traffic comes from, and being able to do this and like embed the link and everything would be kind of cool to see like how much traffic I get from stuff like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can iterate on this and just make it cooler and cooler over time and just keep on developing it and just have this be like a little thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, and it could be used for anything, like even if it wasn't branding, like where Wes has the trip book, or you have like with like the music and everything, like having a quiz to kind of know what type of shows are coming near you or something. You know what I mean? Like it could be like something like that where it's like so specific to the user. Oh, that's commonplace. So this thing's giving me a headache and it's probably a little bit buggy. I'm working on it right now before I leave. I've been with all OpenClaw kind of getting like the stripe put in so that people can get like a subscription to it. But basically what it is like where you save a bunch of pictures, and this is still again probably very like brand designer focused, but you save a lot of pictures on your phone, maybe aesthetics that you like, and they're just kind of living in the ether per se. So what you do, like you'll upload all these pictures that maybe you screenshot that you love, you like throughout the month, and you generate all of the pictures together and it gives you a mood board. So like if you're a designer and you have all of these pictures in, you're being able to like curate your taste for the month, and it can kind of help segue like how you do your branding, your marketing, and your design.
What are we looking at? Is it a website?
It's just the same kind of thing. It's not on an actual website right now. I just have it on the, what is it called?
Netlify.
Netlify, yeah. And so basically, I haven't put it out there to the masses yet. I'm still kind of working on it. I just sent the link to Wes, but yeah, it's basically a design lookbook paired with AI-driven pattern recognition. So it surfaces reoccurring color palettes, moods, and visual themes that the user kind of uploads throughout the month.
So does the AI use vision to look at all the pictures itself and kind of like keep a document that has all the descriptions together? Is that how it works?
You know what, Chris? That's a good question. I have no idea. Like, I literally just said, I want this to be able to like recognize the patterns, and it's just kind of built it for me. So yeah, it's wild. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It depends, like it's definitely more of a specified use, but whenever you're like a designer or something like that, it's going to give you kind of like your vibes, what you're into for the month, and all of that. But yeah, I don't
Okay,
know.
so this is like a place where you keep your favorite images, and then you can basically like generate this little like blurb about like what you're feeling.
Yeah, and then if you go down to the bottom on the main page, it'll have like your color palette, your mood. It kind of does the same thing as the brand essence does when it talks
Oh
about
yeah.
like all of that kind of stuff, like what the reoccurring theme is. So imagine like if you're maybe you're in the furniture business, the decorating, interior design business, something along that line, and you're constantly like saving different kind of like furniture, colors, textiles, plopping it all in here, and then it being able to generate a theme and a color might help you either see where you want to buy products, what kind of theme that you want to echo on your social media platforms. It's just kind of discovering common themes through photography that you like and different things that you save.
It's cool.
Yeah, I like the color
You have
palette
a unique
feature.
perspective like being that you're like a brand designer and you're probably one of the first people who does what you do who is now using Claude code. And so the idea
I
is,
hope so.
I really think it's true. I mean, there are definitely some
These are the
like,
type of people that need to be using it more. Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
everyone's too
And
busy
so,
saying they hate AI, and you're like, well, shit, this is dope.
no, for sure. Well, that's the thing is like right now I am making it this one thing for commonplace where it can be on a subscription base, but I'm using all of these just to elevate my own personal services and everything. I'm like, if anything, I would love to branch it out and make it like super duper public and all of that. But right now, just having it as a thing to set me apart from the rest. And it's like, okay, well, if working with me, like take this brand essence survey and then once a month, with a $5 subscription, you're getting to generate like where your business is, how they're saving photos, even if they took pictures of their social media grid and kind of understanding where their brand is differentiating. It basically also is set up that within the months, like it gives you basically like a Spotify wrap of how your taste levels has changed as you upload more images. And so it's just like a really cool concept, I think, from my perspective.
It sounds dope, and I'm like thinking
100%.
of ideas. I'm like, you could have them integrate with APIs and like have it automatically check their social media and automatically check their Google photo album or whatever. Uh,
Yeah.
it could get deeper and
Pinterest
deeper.
too.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's what we're doing right now is I built out the like main skeleton structure and then I've been with OpenClaw right now kind of getting everything like more intense where it kind of really fell above my skill set level. I mean, I have no skill set level with this. I've just been like blindly just trusting the process, but now I'm feeling like a lot more confident that I have my bestie in here coding for me. I just kind of like tell it what to do.
Nice. That's the way.
Yeah.
That's the future. Like, I think everyone's going to be able to build apps in their pocket. I think every single person is going to have an AI that's as good as this shit, like on their phone.
Yeah, yeah, and well, let me touch real quick the what Heather was saying with like having it as an internal tool that she sells as part of her services is also really interesting. Rather than just thinking about making it like a public facing product, just like how does this make like your own services and you are the product when you're selling your own services to people as like a freelancer or something like that. This is like a cool thing that you could put in your portfolio as like when you're signing up with me as your creative director, like you also get the things that I've built, like this, tool or whatever. So it makes it a little bit more exclusive. Adds value to it too. So that's cool. And then to what you're saying, Chris, about yeah, like everybody's gonna have their own little AI in your pocket. I've been thinking hard and long about like what is the next thing because it's like that Steve Jobs interview I sent you guys. It was like 1983 Steve Jobs at Aspen, and like there's so many good points that he makes.
Oh
He
my
was the
God,
best
he like
product
predicted the
manager,
future.
but he talks about how the personal computer, and he's advertising it because they're coming out with Lisa, right? And he's like big. That's been their whole thing with Apple is that they're creating the best personal computer and they're going to make it in America. And he's like, everybody's got an automobile. And he's like, soon everybody's going to have a personal computer. And he wasn't wrong. Like he's going to be like, he was like, there's going to be more personal computers than there will be automobiles. Correct. But and so it's like automobile, personal computer, iPhone. Now we have smartphone, right? And so like, what's the next thing that like everybody's gonna have? Because like the World Economic Forum is said that we are not in the information age anymore. We are now in the age of intelligence. So it's like the whole AI thing. It's sort of like a whole like internet thing, right? It's like changing the whole macro tide. And so now with this new macro wave, like what's the next product? Like I've been thinking about it so much, and I was like, I thought about it when I was driving to get breakfast this morning, and I was like, oh, dude, it's so obvious. Like, how did I not see it before? Robots. Like, I'm pretty sure that like everybody's gonna have a robot friend, and it's
Like an
Star
actual
Wars.
physical.
You have like yeah, like R2D2 and like C3PO and stuff, and like
Oh my
Wally.
God.
They've been programming us in Hollywood to already like have like the idea of having like a little robot friend,
You're
right?
right. We're gonna program. We're gonna be programming our own robots using AI coding tools.
Yeah, or someone's just gonna make like there's some company's gonna come along to make like really good robots, and like everybody's gonna have, or like every home or apartment or whatever is gonna have like a little robot helper, possibly.
That's
I'm not
scary.
100%. But I was thinking, like, what's something that we don't have that's sort of like a computer or a smartphone? And I'm like, robot. Like, that makes the most sense with
I
the
think you're
AI
right, but I
bots.
think we might be far away from that. I think we might be like at least 10 years from like personal robots. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I mean, we
But
got the Tesla bots, and you see them on Temu. There's like robot you can buy, and I see videos on like Instagram and stuff of like robots training with like at the Shaolin Temple. It's like my algorithm, but crazy.
but do you think that like it's like part of it is like people are going to be freaked out and like people are already freaked out about AI. So I think it needs to like I think there needs to be something that warms people up to this technology. I think a lot of people are like resistant to it because it's like implications are
Yeah.
like, well, this is what I do for my job and this thing can do it automatically kind of vibes. So like we need to be able to get people educated so that they realize how cool this shit is without being worried about not being able to feed their families. So like there has to be
Yeah.
some sort of thing that happens so that people have a sense of security when they use this stuff. Because that's the resistance, I think, is that
100%.
people are hustling and they're seeing how powerful this is and they're resisting it because they can see like that it's able to do the things that they have been trying to learn how to do for their whole life. And it's not just coding, it's like everything. Well, like there's nothing that anyone can do about it because it's here. And is it really like, are we all going to lose our jobs? Is that like, what is actually going to happen? It's crazy to think
Yeah.
about.
It is crazy to think about, and you hit some good points there. Like the AI is going to be able to do like what you've been, or like is able to do what you've been trying to learn your whole life. Like that sucks, dude. Like,
Yeah, it sucks, but
but
it also can be exciting. Like for me, it was like it sucked for a
exactly,
second, and then it
yeah.
was like, oh my god, because then you can do everything that you ever thought of. It's not
That's how
just
you need to look at it. Yep.
yeah.
All right, real quick. What's the deal with OpenClaw spinning up WordPress servers? What's the Sarai Chinwag? Give us the alpha, dude. What are you cooking?
Oh my god, yeah. It's the craziest thing I've ever created in my entire life. So I basically installed OpenClaw on my existing AI experimental website that I've been trying to automate as much as I possibly could. And I said, this is yours. And I gave it a bunch of skills that WordPress created so that it knows how to code a WordPress site. And then I just started talking to it, and I have it like automatically analyzing its Bing traffic and Google Search Console and everything. But this is very, very experimental. So somebody can buy their own server here, and it spins up a VPS, automatically installs OpenClaw on the VPS, and then they can talk to their bot from this website to get set up on their phone. So yesterday, I
That
would
is
say if you're
so
seeing this,
crazy, dude.
I know. And so there's a Gutenberg block that is a chat interface. And once they sign up and pay, they have their Claude credits and they talk to Claude from my website, their own OpenClaw, and their OpenClaw walks them through. And so yesterday, my mom signed up for the starter plan. There were some bugs. Like I was on the phone with her, like the server didn't get, like, this is kind of hard. Like, it's like, I'm
100%, dude. This is a big
spinning up
thing that
servers
you're
for
doing right
people.
now. You're
I'm like,
creating a wrapper around a cloud platform, and it's been done before. Like companies are built like this, where they will basically wrap around cloud services. This is what Vercel does, right? You know Vercel, that makers of Next.js, they have their cloud services that are basically just a wrapper around like AWS or whatever. Maybe it's Google Cloud. I forget what they really use, but they use something else in the back end, and they just do a wrapper, and they're like, we're going to one-click deploy your Next.js app for you. And so that's what you're doing, but you're installing OpenClaw so that you can literally just have a
and
chat bot
optionally WordPress. But
optionally, which is also
they
cool that it's just optional, yeah.
yeah, I made it optional because I realized not everyone wants a website, and like some people just want to talk to an AI bot.
And have it be on a server, right? So this is straight OpenClaw as a service. So I think actually we're going to see a lot of products like this spinning up very soon, if not already.
Yeah. Yeah, but I would say honestly, like it is this right now, it needs a lot of work before it's secure because my Claude can SSH into any single customer's server and will do it without me. Like if I'm like debugging something, and my mom is the only one using it right now, but like Sarai Chinwag was like SSHing into my mom's server and like fucking with her WordPress site. So like I need to make it so that can't be a thing. Like I can't let my AI have access to every one of my customers' websites. That's not safe. Like it needs to be a permission
Yeah,
based.
and
Like
then you also
I can
have
only
to.
access
I was also gonna say
what?
the thing with like your customer's API key. It's gonna be they're using your API key, right? So it's like you're gonna have a ton of
It's a
usage in one account.
no, it's a proxy. It's called Light LLM. So what it does is it generates a unique key for every customer, and then
That's
that
awesome.
proxies through my key. So they're not actually using my key; they're using their
So you
own
solve
key.
that
That
problem.
yeah, I thought of that. I was like, "There's no way I'm putting my API key on every single person's server." So I made an abstraction for that. So that's secure. The one
Sweet.
thing that's not secure right now is the fact that my AI can see everyone else's data. And I'm going to fix that because it's already able to be fixed by making it automatically delete the SSH key from their server while it's provisioning it. So once it succeeds, like once it's done with the automated, like, okay, this is your server, then it deletes the key as the last step so that my AI can no longer get in unless they give me access intentionally. But right now it's only my mom. And I don't think, like, I don't know, dude. It's not like I didn't design it very well. Like I'm building the like holy shit.
It's a
Like I can,
big thing to build, dude. It's a big lift.
but like I'm thinking that like Automatic could do this and like have the exact same thing as me, except present it with their branding and their fucking money. And like they could fork OpenClaw and make it secure and have it
Yep.
be scoped to what they need. This is what I'm gonna do this year, dude. I'm serious. We're gonna fucking do this crazy shit, and I'm gonna go live in New York and do this.
Yeah,
So
dude. I mean, it's definitely possible. Like it sounds like from what you sent the Slack screenshots of what they're really wanting to integrate with OpenClaw. I will say with corporations, at least in my experience, that you do hit blocks of people saying like, I don't know if we should do this or like here's like the reasons that we shouldn't do this,
yeah,
and you might have to fight for it.
I'm
But I
gonna
have no
fight for it.
doubt
This needs
that
to happen. This needs to
yeah,
happen. This needs to be a
yeah,
thing that everyone can do. They said they want to write an article about my mom using OpenClaw to build a WordPress website from her phone, and she doesn't even know what WordPress is. I sent that in the Slack, and they want to write
nice.
an article about it.
Sick.
So
Yeah, that's
I'm
rad.
pretty sure that like they're gonna hire me like next week
Dude,
because
yeah,
I am
you
on
so
the
fit like the archetypal like WordPress. I mean, it's the same story between you and Matt, where it's like you guys are just bloggers that got like into I want to make like the best blog ever. Like that's what you are with Extra Chill. You're like, I want to make Extra Chill the best it can be. And you've gotten so deep into it that now it's like you know everything there is to know about WordPress and you're staying up to date on the latest technology and you're bringing that in and you're really passionate about it because it's literally what you love. So, I mean, yeah, dude, I couldn't think of a better like fit.
I think I'm gonna be friends with that guy. I think me and Matt are gonna
Yeah.
end up being homies in like a year. Uh,
Yeah, so I guess we can't really demo this without creating
no,
an account.
I wouldn't even honestly. It should honestly have a disclaimer at the top of the page that says, "By the way, like this is still experimental." I might actually add that right now because, like, it's fine. Someone could use it, but they might have a problem, and I might have to fix it. Like, I had to fix my mom's. I need to like hire people to test it, because I can't like. I guess I
Yeah,
could
dude,
like, but I need
it's
someone.
tough.
I need to like hire people to walk through the process on their phones and like do it so that they can tell me where they hit
Hmm.
friction points. Because if I
And
test
you
it
have to keep
myself, I built
Stripe
it.
in test mode for a little bit to do that,
Well, you can do that too, but then you're also
or
spinning
just
up
open it up.
servers. You're like making
Yeah.
your own. Like I'm then getting charged by Hetzner to make a VPS every time I fucking test it. So
What if you made one VPS and then you split that VPS up into virtual images
you
and
have
they
like
just
one.
have you have one bigger VPS and then they make little containers on that VPS that have their
Mm,
site in it.
I didn't even think about that, but I was trying to isolate it so that
It's
every
like
customer
Docker,
has their own
right?
server. I don't want like
Yeah.
I would never install OpenClaw on shared hosting.
But if you
It's
it's
probably
that's
not
the dude,
even.
this is literally how cloud platforms work. Like when you're spinning up a little server in the cloud, you're not it's not an actual physical device. It's a container image of a bigger computer where there's a bunch of other little virtual servers on that server. So you're just making more little servers inside of that server. You know
I'm
what I mean?
spawning. I'm fucking
You're
spawning,
spawning, dude. So you could have
dude.
one VPS and you could have little containers in that VPS and everybody has their little containers. So that way you're not managing so many servers and people can still have more. You can create more spawns. Is what
But
I'm saying.
everyone gets their own IP address with the model that I'm using.
Yeah, but you could still have that with containers. That I'm pretty sure that you could still have your own IP. Well,
I might be
good
doing
call. Good
exactly what
call.
you're
I don't know
saying
about the
already.
IP thing.
I might already be doing
I don't know
exactly
about
what
the
you're
IP
saying.
thing.
But yes, it is all on my account. Like it's all, they don't have their own Hetzner account. Like their server, if I log into my console, I can see the list of all the servers. So I might already be doing what you suggested and just not really know what I'm talking about because I'm still learning all this stuff. I understand what's happening, and I've been like really actually trying to learn about it because I'm very concerned about security right now with this kind of thing. And if I'm giving this access to like people like my mom, I need to make sure that she's not going to freaking get robbed or something, you know? So,
Of course. Yeah, of
yeah.
course. It is a good story though. Of like I gave my mom WordPress with like my mom created a WordPress site with OpenClaw. Like that's a good like
Yeah.
headline story.
And that's like also like that sets off alarms too because this shit is definitely crazy. Like it could
Yeah,
easily
yeah,
do
it's like
things
that's
that you
what
don't
Heather
want
was
to do.
saying with how to advertise. She's like trigger people, rage bait people. Like that's a trigger for people. People are gonna be like,
That
"What?"
would trigger some software developers, and that would trigger a lot of people who have been developing WordPress websites for people for a professional job. Because if you can just give someone an AI to build their own website, then you don't have a job anymore because your job is to build websites for people. Well, guess what? Like,
Dude. Okay, so here's a random idea. I have my Claude bot scan my Upwork. I have it scan Upwork for jobs and it gives me top 5. I'm like, give me the top 5 that like I'm a good fit for, just so that I'm always like seeing like what's on the market and like if I needed to pick up like another side hustle, I could. So, what if you had like a bot just scanning Upwork for all the WordPress jobs and then you created like a database or a knowledge base of like these are, and then you could analyze like these are the most common requests that we're getting from people for WordPress sites on Upwork when they're trying to hire freelancers. And then you just like design your solution around the problems that those people are having that they're looking for people to help them with, right?
dude, what if you have an AI that does that whole process, including applying and doing the jobs?
Yeah, see the applying part is tough though because when you're actually applying to a job on Upwork, there's a lot of like form stuff that you have to fill out, so it would be hard for OpenClaw to do it. Like
Because it's
OpenClaw in the
you know
browser is like not the best. It's
yeah
okay. I'm sure it'll get better. I think it's so easy to tell because I've been on both the client and the freelancer side of Upwork. It's so easy to tell when someone just AI generated text. It's
yeah you're right.
like
It's pretty obvious.
yeah, versus like someone actually just like took the time and thought about what you said and like filled it out versus like the AI slop. Like I look at that screening for somebody to hire. I'm like I don't want to see just like copy pasted AI slop. I want to see somebody that actually is like thinking about this and like, you know, click the link that I posted and is like really like their attention is there, is
Yeah,
on it.
yeah, you're
Right?
right. You're right. I've got
Yeah.
this one guy who writes for Extra Chill who's like always sends me AI generated articles, and I didn't even I just started giving him advice on how to use AI better because I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna. I was just like,
It's
dude, it's so
garbage.
obvious. Yeah, I was like, why don't you give it a little bit more details and like tell it a little bit more about? He's like writing concert reviews, and like it would send me the most generic slop, and I'm like, dude. He's a photographer, and I started making all my photographers write because I'm not going to write articles about a show that I wasn't at. And so this guy started anyway, he's getting better at it and he's understanding what I was saying, and I started having him edit his articles and we went back and forth. I told him how to use AI
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, so you get it. Like, yeah, no one really likes to see that when they want to see actual attention and detail and stuff. Yeah.
And the regular readers, like people who are reading music articles, don't want to read something that's obviously AI generated.
So another thing I wanted to touch on, Heather, are you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, I noticed one thing. You're texting a lot of the time you use the dash that ChatGPT uses.
The M dash, yeah, but mine's not the double. Like, I am a big fan of the M dash, and I've always used the M dash. And so I hated that one of the things that ChatGPT does is the M dash, but mine's only with one. Like ChatGPT is like a connector of two, basically. And
I
so
try to
there's
do
a
the same.
different
I try to
thing,
keep
but
mine one if I use it because I'm like, I'm not
yeah.
ChatGPT, you guys. Like, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, I love the M dash. Like, as a writer, like, I like that. I think it's better than a comma. It's juicy. It's good. It's that extra segue. But it's a dead giveaway whenever you see that double M dash. I'm like, ChatGPT. Or just the bold letters. I'm like, whenever people like will put something like a job description and then like the bold words or the words that they typed in of like what they're looking for in the job description. And it's just like so literally copied and pasted. And I'm like, why couldn't you have just, unbolded that? Because it is just so generic.
I sometimes bold things. I thought that was that actually. I took that out of the ChatGPT playbook. I was like, well, shit, people are having short attention spans. I should bold the shit that I want them to pay attention to. So I started doing
Yeah.
it. But I hear you because it does do that, and it also does like really simple comparisons. It's like it's not this, it's that, and it's like it says that every
Yes.
fucking time, and it's like, all right, dude, like I get it. Like this is epic.
It's more than a meal. It's I'm like, if you say more than anything one more time, I'm gonna scream.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
so
god.
yeah.
People are
Tell it that
so
And
over the
I'm bugging.
ChatGPT vanilla personality, dude.
for sure.
You can like have it have instructions on how to be a writer, and you can have an agent that's dedicated to writing, and you just pack it with all of your preferences, and it'll write in, I mean, it won't write in your voice because it's still AI, but it'll not do, if you say don't use the MJash, don't make, if you can find a way to describe what we just talked about, like the it's not X, it's Y, like you can actually tune the agent to not write like that.
Oh yeah, that's how I have it. Like with different brand voices and everything. Like I have different work bots that I use on ChatGPT, and I download like their storyline, their website, their branding, and I'm like, okay, you are like the brand manager for this, so I need you to copyright in this essence and everything. And then my standard ChatGPT is like all lowercase girly pop with me, so it's fun.
Nice. I kind of have to go here. I gotta go meet up with
Yeah,
my
I think
family.
everybody's got to go. Unfortunately, this was a short one. We may need to just do a continuation or another episode. I can present some trick book stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty flexible, and I do want to get more into like with the branding and design and use of AI and all of that, how it's being kind of utilized and how I think from a creative perspective, it can be still utilized and not so taboo like we were talking about. So it'll be fun to hop on another call soon. I definitely want to see the trick book and see what you got
Yeah,
updated on that.
I
Heck
know.
yeah.
You want to do
Cool.
it real quick?
Cool.
I can probably squeeze
Yeah.
10 minutes out.
Yeah, let's do trick book.
It's good. It's on the App Store right now. I'm trying to
Nice.
get it on my simulator, but I'm actually getting an error right now. So I think it's probably better if we just save it for the next one and let you guys go because
I got
we're
a
just
10
gonna
client.
we're just gonna say that's the reason. But yeah, it's actually the simulator's erroring out. I've been trying to get it on the Google Play Store this morning, which I need a
Nice.
bunch of testers for. So I was gonna say that I am sending people money to sign up with an account and like test it out and debug it. And there's still a few bugs, but yeah, I was stoked that like the update shipped to the App Store pretty quick. So like you can
Oh
actually
yeah.
go in and download it on the App Store, and yeah, it's basically got all the features that I've been working on. But hell
Okay,
yeah, guys,
good.
thanks for joining. Chris,
Yeah,
Heather,
of
appreciate it.
course.
It's
Congrats
always
on
fun
quitting your
catching up with you
job, by the
guys.
way.
Yeah, congrats on that, Wes. And get that trick book all debugged because I need a place where I can store my speed walking and all the tricks I do while I speed walk.
That's right. You have the speed walking tricks. Yeah.
I do. Congrats on quitting corporate. Stick it to the man as always.
Heck yeah. I know, new chapter, exciting stuff, but it's still sort of like I don't know if we can even announce anything yet, but Chris has possibly got a big thing coming, so.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely not set in stone yet. But maybe in a week, I will maybe be saying that I have a job, a good job, a really good job, my dream job,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah,
So
speak it into existence.
I think it's gonna happen. I mean, anyway, I don't want to jinx myself on a public freaking stream here, so I'm excited.
Yeah, we're all cooking, guys. I'm stoked. I love to see all the progress, but yeah, thanks for coming, and we'll catch up soon.
Boy.
See ya.
Peace.